Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3 PvP. Today we are on the Muscle Mage build. I really do love the fashion that I put together on this one. Very Bloodborne-y. Bloodborne out of 10. I really do like it a lot. In a way, I wish that I had made this the main fashion on my quality build, but I think it's good enough for what we've got. Hello friend. What are you using? A greatsword of some kind. Ooh. Nice, he walked straight into that. Come on. Let's try this out. Oh, that poor timing really did not help anything. Oop, that's a jump attack. Shame on me. Shame on me. Man, I was so close with that parry. So close. Just the slightest bit off, and that was a really bad thing. I am going to grab a drink super quick. Give me a second. That's better. That is better. At the moment, I am attempting to cut Mountain Dew out of my diet. I drink Mountain Dew way too often. So, I am just not drinking it anymore. I stopped for a long time just out of the blue, and that was a good thing for me. It was a really good thing for me. And then when Dark Souls 3 came out, I started drinking Mountain Dew again, just out of nowhere. Because the grocery store near here actually still sells game fuel. I don't know why. I'm not really complaining, because game fuel, that's not something that stores have very often. Understandably, it's not made very often. And the fact that this store still has it, and it's not like it's bad or anything, well, I mean... Rude, sir. You know what? I'll just take that death. Oh yes, sip your Estus, good job. You used so much of your health in that fight. 10 out of 10. What was I saying? Game fuel, yes. So, long story short, I have been drinking way too much. Like, going through about as much as I was doing before, a very unhealthy amount. About a case of Mountain Dew a week. So... You know, it's not as much as I used to drink, I guess, but still 12 cans of Mountain Dew in a week over the course of 7 days. You know, it's not the healthiest thing in the world to do. So I have switched over from that to some sparkling juice of sorts. Sparkling, whatever flavor this is. There's these, they're relatively popular. They sell them at places like Target. It's just this sparkling flavored water juice stuff. It's nothing overly special, but, you know, just to get that carbonation every once in a while. And to get away from Mountain Dew. Okay, I really need to stop getting stuck in those hits. Okay, what do you got? I didn't expect him to get his shield back up. No, no. I don't want to be backstabbed, sir. There we go. Tracking on that is a lot better than I thought that it was. And so ends the loss streak. Finally. Well, it only took 2 losses until us to get it right, yes. English. It only took 2 losses until us to get it right. 10 out of 10 right there, guys. 10 out of 10. So, now that we did that, I still need to upgrade this thing and infuse it proper. Let's see. What do I want to use? I do have the Demon's Great Axe. I do need to upgrade this very desperately. I forgot that I had it on this build. Still need to upgrade that as well. Pickaxe isn't good yet. Whatever. I'll stick with this for a few more fights. That's a long katana, so that's going to be the Chaos Blade. Called it. That should be in range. Ooh, I'm surprised that one was not. That range, though. Have some crystal Hal. Yay for useless magic. Ooh, bad range. Oh, he could have had me right then. Okay, stamina. Oh, I couldn't get the parry. I shouldn't have switched to the sword. He was really going hard for that attack, though, at the end. He was just focusing on the dodge more than anything else. That said, I kind of was doing the same, so I really can't complain about it. But that was very, very tense at the end. Katanas. So difficult to deal with at times. It all depends on the playstyle of the player, of course, more than anything else. If they're just going to come up and R1 spam you, then, you know, that's easy. But if they're going to play more patiently like he did, that makes things hard. Did that say Old King Doran? Or whatever the name is? That's a Dark Souls, yeah, that's a Demon Souls cosplay right there, if that's the case. At least I would hope so with that name. Oh man, the Old King. You know, I always did think that Gundir's armor was very, very similar to that. But I'm happy to hear that I am not the only one if that's the case. I hope I see his sign again. I really would like to summon him. Okay, now let's switch things up slightly. I guess we'll go with the standard greatsword. That said, that would make me fat roll, so maybe not. Yeah, we'll try out the mace. And not that Estus, because it's not upgraded, but the Tinder. Oh, Black Knight Halberd, no, Great Axe. And dual Estus. So he will be attempting parries, dual spears as well, so that's actually kind of unpleasant. Hello, wonderful bit of damage. Thank you for being borderline useless. Couldn't get the parry. That was a very painful stun lock he had on me. Jeez. Rough way to start off this video. Very rough. More losses than wins. Although that's not necessarily odd, but this is typically why I warm up first, and why I should warm up first, and why I should use embers, because health. Health is kind of a nice thing to have. Yeah. Yeah, I was really hoping that that spell would do a bit more in the way of damage. It's really unfortunate. I mean, yes, I cast it from this, which doesn't have the greatest spell buff, but I mean, it's technically better than my staff at the moment still. And my intelligence, it's 38. That's not a bad amount of intelligence. It's just that spells, they don't work proper with their damage, it seems. They're just so weak in comparison to what they should be and what they have been in the past. I mean, what did that deal? 200 damage to him with a Homing Crystal Soul Mass? Like, that's a crystal spell right there. That should at least be hitting 300. Like, I'd understand Foreign Dart, even Great Foreign Dart, not hitting hard, but a crystal spell of any kind should at least have some decent damage to it. I'm just saying. It's just my opinion on the matter, but, ugh. So bad. Alright. And I'm not sure if I actually want to use this. I suppose I will, but meh. I'm not overly excited for it. I really need to upgrade more stuff on this build. I just don't have enough. Probably mess with the Greatsword of Judgment later. I need to get used to using the Moonlight Greatsword though. I need to get better with my weapons in general. I need more options on this build. I'm finding ones that I really enjoy on my quality build, but not so much this time around. Not so much on the Muscle Mage. Dragon form with Yorms. Wonder what he's going for. Thank you, range. Got him. There we go. I do love the L2 on this weapon. People always fail to expect it. It's not a commonly used weapon. It doesn't really have the good combo ability that other halberd weapons have. We'll try out Gunders though. Weighs a little bit more, has a good combo. You can actually go from this into your L2. Works decently well. It's okay. I'm not terribly fond of it. Its sweet spot is a little bit larger than other halberds, it seems, so I'm okay with that aspect. Ooh, good bit of hyper armor on that. I am a little surprised. God, I'm so bad. Whoa. Oh, I thought that would have got him. I thought he would have rolled when he was standing and he went straight into it. It's just the hitbox wasn't active at the end of the swing. Ah, that's disappointing. That's very disappointing that the hitbox is not active at the end of that swing. If I had charged it, then maybe I would have been able to get him, but man, that's rough. That is rough. Let's get Alice in here. And we'll stick with that for a bit. We'll stick with, well, maybe not stick with the heavy mace. Butcher's knife isn't fully upgraded on this build, so I guess I can't go to that. That was my plan. There's so much that I want to use on this build and so much that I just can't manage to use. It's really kind of annoying. Oh, buffed up battle axe, huh? Or is that a hand axe? I can't tell. Either way, he is using a great shield, so... Oh, and lagging. Get over here. Jesus. Ah, Alice, you will not be summoned again. Your lag is too ridiculous. Not quite sure how I won that fight, to be perfectly 100% honest. Let's try out Alex, though. I think I've got a little something stuck in the back of my character. Just a little something. No biggie. This is another one I want upgraded. There's so many things I want upgraded, but they all use dragon scales, and I don't want to farm to get the souls for those. I need to just do it, back up the save, and upgrade everything one at a time. But that's just such a hassle. I spy either a katana or an S-stock. I can't tell from this distance. Looks like a katana to me, though. Got a little too close on me, Alex. Not a guaranteed 2-hit. Interesting. Excuse you, Mace, but how did you miss? Aw, the throwing knife. How did my mace rolling attack miss? Like, that's kind of silly. Of all things to have such good tracking in the game, a rolling attack when he isn't moving? Like, he was standing still, he was pressing R1. I rolled past him, I should have turned with that. For whatever reason, the rolling attack, I was locked to the direction I rolled. I've got to say, that's probably the first time I've noticed that happen with a weapon in this game, where I've done a rolling attack on a still opponent, for lack of a better way of saying it, and it didn't track to them. It locked me in the direction. That's some Dark Souls 2 stuff right there. So maybe there is a little bit of delay that has to be associated with the rolling attacks, but still, that doesn't make much sense. It could be that I did just miss slightly due to the fact that it is more of a very, not horizontal, but very vertical attack. Still, I don't know. But right now we've got Killer Queen. And the song is now going through my head, because that's just what happens. And that makes me fat. And that does not. Hey! I use that weapon, I know about it. get that. Oh, you got me. That's gonna get me too. Ooh, that damage. Now you're gonna get that attack right there, because I rolled straight into it. I know better than to do that. Didn't delay it nearly enough. That's a shame. It was a good fight. Very good on his part. I rolled straight into all of his attacks. Not many people are free aiming those not firebombs, but fireballs just yet. So it threw me off when he did it. I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. That said, not many people are even using pyromancy yet. They should be, because pyromancy is actually one of the few useful kinds of offensive castings. I mean, it's really the only useful offensive casting, considering magic is so stupidly weak. I still can't get over how bad magic is. Like, I realize my staff's not fully upgraded, but even still, I should be able to hit over 200 with Homing Crystal Soul Mass. And the rest of the casts, for everything, they're too weak, they can't be free aimed nearly as easy as a pyromancy. Overall, they're just horribly outclassed. If I was going to be casting, I should be casting pyromancies. Sorry to say, that's the case though. What do you have? You have Gundar's Halberd? No. Hi, friend. No, you're not going to come in with a running attack just yet? Come on, man. What do you got for me? That bait worked very well on my part. I don't exactly know what your plan was right there, but it didn't really work. I'm not sure if he was still in the menu when switching or not, but I mean, I really kind of don't care. This losing streak that I have been on is not pleasant. It's not working well for me. Why? Why? There comes a point in all of our lives where we must stop and ponder that question. And after a time, we will always find the answer. And the answer is because. Sometimes. On occasion. Every once in a while. I guess we'll use the Witch's Locks again. Which sword is that? That's the Executioner's sword. Good little weapon. I'm not gonna stay in for my third swing. Death. You run around a lot. Really is kind of annoying. It's effective, don't get me wrong. I just don't enjoy fighting people who just unlock and run around for no real reason. Yes, the reason I suppose would be that it can throw people off. And that's all well and good. And yes, it does make your running attacks a little bit more unpredictable, and that's all well and good too. But overall, you can still see them coming from a mile away. I just don't do well at parrying. And more often than not, if you're not careful when running around like that, you'll run right into someone's swing. That happened to him twice in that fight. Or was it only once? Doesn't really all that much matter. Close enough. I'm getting bored with the weapons I have on this build. I really need to upgrade everything soon. What do I want to use? Now we're back at this. Alright, this is acceptable. Sword Spear, wonderful. I have two very ungood weapons. Yes, you heard me right. Ungood weapons. I'll actually use the Dark Sword. Should the need arise. Are you really going to do that attack pretty much exclusively? Because that's not the best strat. Should have gone for an R1. I wouldn't have had that. Oh, hello, lag. Come on, man. There we go. Magic is so easy to dodge, as you guys can see. It's really just not viable, even with fast casting spells that have a wide area that they affect. It's just not a reliable means of damaging. It's really just not. That's why I don't use it often. It's not worth it. As sad as that is, it's just not worth it. I wish that it were. I really do, guys, but 99% of the time, there's no point. Alright. What do we have for this one? So, I suppose on my list of things to upgrade, we are going to add on... I'm not sure what we're going to add on. Probably the Murakumo, maybe. We'll finish up with this. We will definitely be doing this. Okay, I guess he just doesn't want to fight me. That's cool. Thanks for running over and wasting my time. I mean, I was just waiting for him to drop down and come over and fight, but I suppose that's okay too. That was weird. I mean, whatever. What else do I want to upgrade? Aside from this, pickaxe, definitely. Flame hammer, definitely. The great hammer, I see no reason why not to. This great hammer as well. Lots of stuff, lots of great hammers. Lots and lots of great hammers. What do you have for me? Is that the foreign greatsword? Are you gonna come at me with a bunch of run attacks? Sippy sippy, let me have my full health. Okay, thanks for the stun lock, that's cool too. Oh, I'm backstabbed. I'm dead. Hornet ring. I expected him to do a rolling attack. Instead, he did a double roll and got the backstab. Good job. Good strat. It works. Can't be mad about that. It's my own fault. Shame that I ended up getting stuck in that stun lock with his 2 running attacks, but these things happen. That's just another reason why that weapon needs a bit of a nerf, because that's just a really stupidly powerful combo, as you guys saw. It took out well over half of my health. That's why it's popular. That's why people use it. Any day now we'll summon a person here. There we go. Took long enough. And for this last fight, we'll switch this off for the whip one more time, just because I really enjoy using this weapon. I really do. Good reach, okay-ish ability to stun, just because people don't expect themselves to be within its reach. I mean, the only really big issue with it is its damage is not spectacular, but on that note, I'm not getting anything from Faith. It's got a C scaling in Faith, and I'm not taking advantage of that. Were I on a Pyro build, then I would definitely be doing so, but I'm not, so I can't. In a way, I am kind of toying around with the idea of respeccing this build and making it into more of a pyromancy-focused build. But on the other hand, oh look, I know how to dress myself, apparently. I wonder if they can see that on their screen too, or if it just shows on mine. My little bib. I was eating. I'm messy. You can even see at the bottom of it. I just spilled a little bit. I just spilled a little bit of my food. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Oh well. Okay, never mind then. There goes my fun. That's fine. Still haven't figured out what exactly causes that to happen. Spinning in circles too fast does, though. Good to know. So how's that pyromancy working for you? Oh, you're actually going to take out a weapon. Again, something that they always think they're out of range of. It gets the job done. It gets the job done so extremely well. One more fight, and then we're going to call it here, guys. Just because I'm honestly getting bored of my weapons. I don't have much variety on this build. I can't switch it up as I want to switch it up. And I need to fix that. I need to fix that. And I will soon. It will happen. But in the meantime, more of these videos, they will be focused on my quality build, just because I have way more weapons that are upgraded, way more options for what I can do, and I enjoy it more. With this build, I feel like I've limited myself a lot, simply due to the fact that I have the ability to cast magic that is worthless. It's sad, really. That's a backstab, and that's a hornet ring, so that's gonna hurt a fair bit when it actually registers. Yeah, I'll take that. That's okay. Too laggy for me to really do anything terribly, special about it. So, it is what it is. Either way, guys, we are going to end things here, even though we're not ending it on the best note. That's fine. I'm tired of using these weapons. I have no other real option for it. So, I'll work on it. Either way, though, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time.